y'all. Stock Warden here, back with another video. In today's video we're looking at AST Space Mobile, and this stock has taken quite a bit of a dip, and it seems that it might be back on the up-end trend, but we have a slight issue coming in through the news, so it is very possible that this stock could still continue to fumble a little bit. But in the end, with the direction that this company is going, might as well get ready and buy the dip. So as it stands right now, the stock, whenever we previously had looked at it, it was riding this median line that it was bouncing off of 102. So now it is finally broken through below that resistance line, and now it ended last Friday at $80.20 a share. So now with that, it is riding its own resistance line at this 820, because you can go all the way back into November and be able to show just how that 820 has been pushing this stock for yet another resistance line. So will this stock continue on a resistance line trend upwards and not end up breaking through below this resistance line? Well, it is a slight possibility due to the stock and Space Mobile announcing a private offering of $1 billion of convertible senior notes, and also they have proposed repurchases of up to 300 million convertible notes, but the 300 million convertible notes would be funded by congruent registered direct offerings of Class A common stock, and the 1 billion of convertible senior notes, they plan on keeping those subject to market conditions to be able to aggregate principal amount of convertible senior notes, which would be due in 2036. So that is more or less a really huge crush, I guess you could say, for the market, for them to continue on their bull run that they had been on. So now that they have kind of slacked back a little bit with them proposing all of these convertible notes and these offerings of a high amount of convertible senior notes, it is possible that we could see this stock still break through this chain and go a little bit lower. But we do have some really good news that has came in from AST Space Mobile, where they have successfully unfolded its Bluebird 6 satellite, marking the significant advancement in space-based cellular broadband technology, because the Bluebird 6 is the largest ever commercial communications array developed in low Earth orbit. So the satellite size, just to give you all some quick specs and a rundown, the size is approximately 2,400 square feet. Data speed is capable at peak 120 megabytes per second, and they have a set launch schedule and plan to launch between 45 and 60 satellites by the end of this year, 2026. And then, as well as a slew of partnerships, they have agreements with over 50 different mobile network operators globally to be able to continue pushing their mission to more or less turn everything into a space-based technology for mobile devices. So this is going to once again launch even further for Space Mobile to be in the lead for this market, because everything that we have right now is all on Earth, as we know of cell phone towers and things of that nature, and other trivial satellite broadband networks are done with satellites with large dish type apparatuses in orbit. So they're not always the most reliable, and or can they hold speed and at capacity at the same time. But AST Space Mobile with their new Bluebird 6 is showing extreme promise to be able to make all of that a thing of the past. So, because they are already showing the capability is being enhanced with its large antenna array, which is going to enable precise beam forming for them to be able to maximize network capacity and minimize interference. So with all of that, we'll kind of touch base a little bit where Abel Avelin, former chairman and CEO of AST Space Mobile, emphasized that innovative approach, stating that the Bluebird 6 is the result of specialized American manufacturing combined with world-class engineering ingenuity. So the company is committed to developing unprecedented capabilities that will revolutionize global connectivity, and AST Space Mobile's endeavor is supported by a robust intellectual property portfolio featuring over 3,800 patent and patent pending claims. The company's vertically integrated manufacturing and technology platform underscores its strategy to lead in the space-based cellular broadband market. So, and with their larger sets of partnerships being AT&T Incorporated, Verizon Communications, and Vodafone Group, Space Mobile is well positioned to capitalize on the growing demand for seamless global connectivity. And also, the company's efforts are continuing to align with its mission to bring 4 and 5G based space cellular broadband to be able to touch and reach nearly 6 billion mobile subscribers worldwide. So, this successful deployment of the Bluebird 6 represents the absolute pivotal step in AST Space Mobile's commercial roadmap, potentially reshaping the landscape of telecommunications by providing direct to smartphone satellite connectivity. So that is something that is absolutely awesome that they've been able to achieve. So now it's just for them to continue repeating that success over the term of this year to be able to continue boosting more profits, to get better partnerships, well, not better, but more partnerships, and be able to turn a huge profit from all of these telecommunicators, since they are the ones that are going to be holding all the satellites. They do have their quarterly business update that will be coming in on March 2nd. So be ready for that video as well to kind of touch base on a lot of their earnings reports, because over the past year in 2025, they really did not do very well as far as their earnings go, because they had a lot more expense than what they had on income. Also, with a lot of their flexible cash and also their liquidity wasn't all that hot either. But it is very possible that they could end up bouncing back now that they have this Bluebird satellite app fully integrated. So, and besides that, they also had a downgrade from B. Riley. From the stock analysis, they ended up polling by FactSet. They have changed their price target from $105 a share to $95 a share. So, now that is everything that I have for AST Space Mobile. I hope y'all enjoyed the video and were able to get a little bit more information on where this company is heading and some of the awesome things that it has done to ensure that they are moving in the right direction, and hopefully with the succession of their first satellite, the next 45 to 60 satellites over the course of this year will be no different, and this stock will see no end in sight on the bullish trend of everything. So, I hope y'all like the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. So y'all come back now, you hear?